Welcome back to my channel, my fellow treasure hunters. Fire today, we're diving deep into the world of Buffalo nickels, the coins that can turn an ordinary collector into a millionaire overnight. Money back from the rare 2005D to the mysterious 2005P mint marks. These nickels hold secrets of unimaginable value and historic beauty. So before you spend that old 5-cent coin, stay tuned, because the one hiding in your collection might just change your fortune forever. The first up, the world of hidden American treasures. Today, we dive deep into one of the most iconic and mysterious coins ever struck by the United States Mint, the legendary Buffalo nickel, also known as the Indian Head 5-cent coin. Minted between 1913 and 1938, this coin is not just a small piece of metal. It's a slice of history, a symbol of American strength, and in some cases, a ticket to unimaginable fortune. Some of these nickels, depending on their condition, mint mark, and errors, have sold for millions of dollars. Yes, millions. And if you have one sitting unnoticed in your old coin jar, it could be the key to changing your destiny overnight. The Buffalo nickel carries a rugged, powerful charm unlike any other coin. On one side, the proud profile of Native American, fierce, noble, and timeless. On the other, the mighty American bison, a symbol of strength, endurance, and untamed spirit. Each coin feels like a story frozen in metal, whispering the tale of an era when America was still finding its soul. But beneath this beauty lies hidden power. Certain rare mintings and errors of this coin can fetch unimaginable prices in today's collector market. Among the rarest of them all are the coins with the 1913 Type 1 design, those with the raised ground beneath the buffalo. Collectors consider these a masterpiece of early 20th century engraving, but there are even more valuable ones, such as the 1918 7D overdate, a fascinating error coin from the Denver Mint where the number 8 was stamped over 7. Only a handful of these exist today, and each has been valued in the hundreds of thousands to over $1 million depending on its preservation. That's right, a simple 5-cent piece can now command the price of a mansion. The true magic of these coins lies not only in their rarity, but in their condition. A high-grade Buffalo nickel, especially one with sharp details, original mint luster, and minimal wear, can elevate its value exponentially. Coins graded MS65 and above are the golden tickets for collectors. Flawless specimens that shine like time capsules. If you're lucky enough to find one in your possession, it could easily turn into a 6- or 7-figure fortune, transforming your life in an instant. Many of these valuable nickels were struck in small quantities or contained errors unnoticed by the mint, double dies, off-center strikes, and even missing details on the buffalo's legs, famously known as the three-legged buffalo. This particular error from the 1937, deminting is legendary in coin circles because the die was over-polished when the buffalo's legs disappeared, and that single missing limb made this nickel a national treasure. Today, a genuine three-legged Buffalo nickel can sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Imagine holding one of these rare nickels in your hand, a small, unassuming piece of history that could rewrite your financial future. Collectors and investors around the world are constantly hunting for these coins, attending auctions where bids climb beyond imagination. Each sale tells a new story of discovery. A farmer finding one in an attic box, a kid spotting one in change, or a collector uncovering a forgotten treasure. This is the thrill of coin collecting, the idea that your ordinary pocket change can hold extraordinary value. What makes the Buffalo nickel even more special is its timeless beauty. Designed by James Earl Fraser, it was meant to honor the spirit of the American West, a tribute to the native people and the wild buffalo that once roamed freely across the plains. Every curve, every detail was crafted with emotion and respect. That's why even damaged or circulated coins still hold sentimental and historical worth. But those in pristine condition, untouched by time, are the ones that can turn an ordinary collector into a millionaire overnight. In today's market, the demand for rare Buffalo nickels is exploding. Collectors worldwide are paying top dollar, especially for coins with strong strikes and clear dates. The beauty of this market is that you never know where a treasure might appear, in a family heirloom box, an old coin roll, or tucked away in a jar that's been sitting for decades. The value of these coins isn't just financial, it's emotional. You're holding a century of American history, freedom, and spirit in your hands. So, if you ever come across a Buffalo nickel, don't spend it, don't trade it, and don't ignore it. Look closely, check for the mint mark, study the details, and if it has that magical rarity, protect it, because that tiny 5-cent coin could be your $1 million miracle. It could be the key to a new life, a new beginning, and a story worth telling for generations. Remember, fortune doesn't always come in gold or jewels. Sometimes it's hidden in the humble shine of an old American nickel. The second up, we are diving into the world of one of America's most fascinating modern treasures, the 2005 D Buffalo nickel. Don't let its recent year fool you. This coin carries a legacy that stretches deep into America's soul. Minted as part of the Westward Journey series, it revived the spirit of the original Buffalo nickel design that first captured hearts in the early 1900s. And believe it or not, certain rare versions and error strikes of this coin have become worth unimaginable amounts of money today, some even valued in the millions of dollars. If you have one of these in your collection or tucked away in an old jar, it could be the coin that changes your life overnight. The 2005 D Buffalo nickel holds a very special place in U.S. coinage history. It was struck at the Denver Mint to honor the bicentennial of the Lewis and Clark expedition, and it brought back the mighty image of the American bison after decades of absence. On one side, we see the strong and proud face of President Thomas Jefferson, redesigned with an almost lifelike expression. Flip it over, and there stands the majestic buffalo, a creature symbolizing American endurance and freedom. This modern remake was not just a tribute. It was a revival of the nation's pioneer spirit. Now here's where things get truly exciting. While millions of these nickels were minted for circulation, only a few carry the kinds of minting errors and unique details that can skyrocket their value into million-dollar territory. Some 2005 D Buffalo nickels show strange die cracks, double strikes, off-center imprints, or even weakly struck buffalo details, each one turning an ordinary nickel into a rare collector's dream. These aren't just coins, they are minting miracles, born by accident but now worth fortunes. Imagine holding a coin that's supposed to be worth 5 cents, yet could sell for over $1 million in pristine condition. The key lies in its grade, rarity, and error pattern. Collectors worldwide hunt for mint state coins graded MS65 or higher, with original luster and no signs of wear. The 2005 D nickels that came straight from uncirculated rolls or mint sets often preserve their perfect shine and sharp details. If you have one that still glows under the light, untouched, flawless, you might be holding one of the most valuable nickels ever created in modern U.S. history. But beyond its financial worth, the 2005 D Buffalo nickel represents something deeper, a story of revival, pride, and identity. The return of the Buffalo design wasn't just about nostalgia. It was about honoring America's past while stepping boldly into the 21st century. It connected the present generation with the spirit of exploration and discovery that shaped this nation. Every curve, every engraving, every line on that buffalo's frame tells a story of resilience and freedom, qualities that still define the American dream today. Some versions of this coin became instant legends among collectors. The spear bison variety, for example, is a striking error in which a thin die gouge runs through the buffalo's body, making it appear as if it's been pierced by a spear. This accidental masterpiece sent shockwaves through the coin world. Collectors began scouring their change and mint rolls for just one glimpse of that dramatic flaw. Today, the genuine 2005 D Spear Bison nickel in mint condition can command staggering prices, easily climbing into the tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on its grade and rarity. The market for rare coins like this has exploded in recent years, with collectors and investors around the globe seeking tangible assets that carry history and beauty. The Buffalo nickel has risen as a favorite. It's not just about owning a piece of metal. It's about owning a story, a powerful relic of the American journey. Whether found by luck in circulation or preserved by a family for years, these coins can change lives. More than once, an unsuspecting owner has discovered their old 2005 D nickel was worth a fortune, turning their everyday change into a once-in-a-lifetime windfall. Think about it. A simple nickel something you could easily overlook, holding within it unimaginable wealth. That's the true magic of coin collecting. Every coin has a story, a possibility, and a hidden destiny. The 2005 Buffalo nickel, especially in its rare error forms, reminds us that fortune doesn't always come wrapped in gold or jewels. Sometimes it hides in plain sight, in your pocket or in an old box in your home. The power to change your fortune might already be in your hands, waiting to be recognized. So, if you ever come across a 2005 Buffalo nickel, don't rush to spend it. Study it carefully. Look for details, inspect the design, and if you find that rare error or perfect condition coin, protect it like a treasure. Because in today's market, it's not just a coin, it's $1 million miracle. This small piece of metal could hold the power to transform your life overnight, rewriting your destiny and connecting you to a legacy of American greatness. Remember, sometimes the smallest things carry the biggest fortunes, and the 2005 Buffalo nickel is living proof of that. The third up, coin lovers and treasure seekers. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating modern coins in U.S. history, the 2005 Buffalo nickel. This coin might look ordinary at first glance, but it holds within it the power to change your life overnight. Believe it or not, certain rare examples of this coin, especially those struck with unusual mint errors or preserved in pristine, untouched condition, have become worth millions in today's collector's market. Yes, a coin once worth just 5 cents could now hold unimaginable wealth, capable of turning its owner into a billionaire overnight if discovered in the right form. The 2005 Buffalo nickel was part of the U.S. Mint's Westward Journey series, designed to celebrate the spirit of exploration that shaped America's past. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, this coin brought back the legendary image of the American buffalo, a design deeply rooted in history and pride. Its release ignited a wave of nostalgia and excitement, reminding collectors of the original Buffalo nickel first introduced in 1913. But what sets the 2005 apart isn't just its symbolism. It's the fact that this coin hides rare and extraordinary variations that make it one of the most sought-after modern nickels ever made. On the obverse side, the coin features a striking portrait of President Thomas Jefferson, redesigned to show a realistic, forward-facing view, a bold step away from traditional side-profile designs. The reverse, however, is where the real magic happens. The majestic buffalo stands proud, symbolizing strength, courage, and freedom, values that lie at the very heart of America. For many, this design wasn't just a tribute. It was a revival of a national icon. But for collectors, it was something far greater, a hidden treasure waiting to be uncovered. Among the millions of 2005 Buffalo nickels minted, only a select few stand apart. Those with rare minting flaws, such as die cracks, double strikes, off-center errors, or the famous spear bison variety. These small imperfections, born from the intense pressure of coin production, turned ordinary pieces into priceless rarities. The spear bison error, for example, features a thin line across the buffalo's body, almost as if it's been pierced by a spear. This striking visual anomaly captured the attention of collectors around the world, driving prices into the tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. In flawless condition, such a coin could easily cross the $1 million mark. But rarity alone isn't what gives the 2005 Buffalo nickel its magic. It's the connection between art, history, and human emotion. This coin tells a story of endurance, of survival, of the American spirit itself. The buffalo, once nearly wiped out from the plains, now stands as a timeless emblem of resilience. And that same energy seems to live in this coin, a reminder that strength, like value, can rise again from what was once thought to be lost. That's what makes this coin not just valuable in money, but priceless in meaning. Collectors who understand the deeper power of this coin don't just see metal, they see legacy. The 2005 Buffalo nickel bridges generations, connecting the spirit of 1913's iconic design with the craftsmanship of the modern era. It's a living piece of history that you can hold in your hand, yet it carries the emotional weight of a nation's story. And when you add rarity, error patterns, and perfect condition grading to that equation, you get a coin that becomes a masterpiece of both art and fortune. Imagine this for a moment. You find a 2005 P Buffalo nickel tucked away in your change, maybe a coin you once ignored or left forgotten in a drawer. You take a closer look, and there it is, that tiny, almost invisible line to the buffalo, that subtle error that separates your coin from millions of others. Your heart skips a beat. You've just discovered a piece of metal that could be worth millions. Stories like this aren't just fantasy. They've happened. Every day people have turned pocket change into life-changing fortunes because they took a moment to look closer. In today's market, collectors, investors, and historians alike hunt for coins like the 2005 P Buffalo nickel with relentless passion. Perfectly preserved examples graded MS 67 or higher are extremely rare, and those with visible die errors are like diamonds in the dust. Auction houses across the world have seen bidding wars erupt over these coins, with value soaring beyond imagination. The demand continues to grow, and as time passes, the number of flawless coins only decreases, making the surviving ones even more precious and powerful. So, before you dismiss that shiny nickel in your wallet, take a second look. The 2005 P Buffalo nickel isn't just a piece of change. It's a symbol of America's enduring strength and a gateway to unimaginable fortune. In the right condition, with the right details, this humble 5-cent coin can be worth more than gold, more than silver. It can hold the power to transform your life overnight. Remember this. Fortune favors those who pay attention. And sometimes, the biggest treasures come in the smallest forms. If you hold one of these coins, don't spend it, protect it, because it might just be the key to your destiny. The fourth up, treasure hunters and coin lovers. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins of the modern era, the 2005 D Buffalo nickel, a coin that might look simple at first glance, yet beneath its metal lies a story of history, mystery, and unimaginable fortune. Yes, this 5-cent piece from the Denver Mint has a potential to make its lucky holder a millionaire overnight. There are only a handful of these coins that exist in extraordinary condition or bear minting errors that have driven collectors absolutely wild. The truth is, one single coin, if it carries the right traits, can fetch millions of dollars in today's numismatic world. To truly understand the 2005 D Buffalo nickel, you must look beyond its value and see its soul. This coin was part of the United States Mint's Westward Journey series, a historic collection that honored America's frontier spirit and the journey of Lewis and Clark. For the first time in decades, the buffalo, a powerful emblem of the American plains, returned to the reverse of the nickel. It was a revival that stirred nostalgia across the nation. But no one could have guessed that among these millions of nickels, a few would stand apart as hidden treasures, carrying flaws and markings so rare that collectors today would pay a fortune to own one. The obverse side of the 2005 D nickel features a bold, forward-facing portrait of President Thomas Jefferson, full of confidence and determination. It symbolizes leadership and vision, echoing Jefferson's role in expanding the American frontier. On the reverse stands a legendary American buffalo, massive, dignified, and immortalized in motion. This isn't just a design. It's a piece of American spirit frozen in time. When you hold this coin, you're not just holding a nickel. You're holding history itself, molded in metal and sealed by the Denver Mint's precision. But here's where the magic begins. Among the millions minted, some 2005 D Buffalo nickels came out with rare and jaw-dropping minting errors that completely changed their fate. These errors, ranging from double die strikes, off-center strikes, to die cracks and rim breaks, turned ordinary coins into one-of-a-kind masterpieces. One of the most famous variations, known among collectors as the spear bison, features a clear line cutting across the buffalo's body, as though it's been struck by a spear. It's a striking visual imperfection, one that instantly elevates the coin's rarity and market value beyond imagination. Imagine finding one of these coins in your old coin jar, not realizing that what you're holding isn't just worth 5 cents, but could easily bring hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars under the right conditions. The combination of error rarity and immaculate preservation, known in coin grading as mint state, create a powerful formula for astronomical value. A perfect 2005 D Buffalo nickel with an error in MS 67 or higher grade is so rare that even seasoned collectors dream of owning one. The beauty of the 2005 D Buffalo nickel isn't just in its value, it's in the story it tells. The buffalo, once roaming freely across the great American plains, symbolizes endurance and strength. This coin captures that same essence: survival through time, triumph through rarity. It reminds us that even in something as small and simple as a nickel, the greatness of a nation's past and the possibility of future wealth can coexist. The design itself was a tribute to America's roots, but fate turned some of these coins into literal fortunes. Collectors today scour the earth for these rare examples. Every coin shop, every online auction, every estate sale could be hiding one of these forgotten treasures. The 2005 D Buffalo nickel has become a legend in the modern numismatic world. As the years pass, finding one in flawless condition becomes increasingly difficult. Each coin that survives becomes a more precious artifact of American minting history, driving its demand and value ever higher. The rarity is not just in its age, it's in its perfection and its mystery. Now imagine you're sorting through an old collection, or maybe even checking loose change from a forgotten drawer. You see the familiar buffalo, the D mint mark gleaming faintly under the light. You flip it over, examine it carefully, and spot an odd marking, a line, a crack, a strange doubling. Your hands tremble. You could be holding a coin worth more than a house, more than gold itself. It's a feeling few ever experience, but those who do never forget it. The 2005 D Buffalo nickel is one of those coins that has changed people's lives forever. So, if you have a 2005 D Buffalo nickel, don't overlook it. Handle it carefully, protect it, and have it examined. It could be the key to your fortune, a 5-cent coin that carries the power to make you a millionaire overnight. This isn't just metal. It's a piece of destiny, crafted by history and sealed by luck. In today's world, where rare treasures hide in plain sight, this coin stands as a symbol of how fortune can appear in the most unexpected places. The next time you see that proud buffalo, remember, you might be holding the coin that could rewrite your story forever.